soul-stealing magi.
Flesh-eating creeps.
Yeah, it's just another day at the office for the madhouse. My werewolf partner and I attempt to keep the peace without being torn to pieces. Weep at the wonder
Howl at the horror.
and keep the light on. It's gonna get dark. This is the 100-Handed.
Lost souls. Episode 14. Unholy Smokes. Everyone seems to be in good spirits, even if it's unusually cold.
Why wouldn't they be happy? Look at all of them, stumbling around in a stupor, blowing off steam because their day-to-day life is so utterly soul-destroying that they couldn't fathom a different world. Ignorant of the very machinations occurring right under their noses, right in front of their eyes. If only they would see.
You don't have to be such a buzzkill all the time.
A buzzkill? I'm ruminating. Let me ruminate, okay?
Yeah, I'm not buying the Rust Coal Act.
What?
Jesus, you really need to up your pop culture game. You're going to be left behind, Evan, unable to connect to the people you protect.
I don't care about whatever silly games or meaningless shows they use to numb themselves, V. We're here to protect the flock, not be one of them.
Hold up.
What, V?
What V me? You're playing Patton right now.
Is
You
that...
tell me you don't know who General Patton is? I'm gonna throw you through that window and you can listen to... Wow, wait. That sounds like pretty solid blues, actually. You can listen to those really great riffs until you come to.
I know who General Patton is.
I'm just saying, don't keep acting like you're so above all these people.
Watch it, you freak. Motherfucking Lon Chaney-looking ass.
Shove it up your asshole, asshole! Like I was saying, we're down here in the trash-strewn streets with the rest of them.
Real great illustration.
Listen, Dick, I'm just saying I wish I could mingle with the flock. You've got a gift you don't even know you have. Try not throwing it away in favor of a worldview that even the most edgy 14-year-old Schopenhauer fan would find embarrassing.
The 100-Handed are making moves that...
See? You don't even know. It might not be that bad.
I'm surprised it hasn't been worse. Come on.
I never took you for a millenarian.
We're both millennials, I thought.
Not millennial. Millenarian. You know, the end is nigh sort.
I'm not. At least, I didn't think I was. Let's focus on the task at hand. We need to find the entrance to the den. Solomon said it'd be hidden in plain sight.
Seems like a bad thing to do if you're trying to conceal a passageway to a part of the gloom.
Well, what if they're not?
Huh?
I mean, what if it's fairly easy to find the den if you're one of the flock? And not so easy to find your way out.
Huh, interesting. Why hasn't the madhouse gone in before?
We have. It's just not worth it at the end of the day. We aren't exactly welcome in the den. We only go there if absolutely necessary.
Great.
You'll blend right in. I'm the one with the magic tattoos on me. The way the glimmer is imbued in the tattoos, I'll be lit up like a Christmas tree in such a gloom-heavy environment.
I guess we'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Wait a second. I don't recognize this street. Hey, watch it, asshole. Hole. Where the hell are we?
Before we left the madhouse, Solomon advised me that a place like this is easier to find when you aren't thinking about finding it.
We're close to the dim, aren't we?
In the shallows, to mix a metaphor. Right where the shoreline meets the water. Honestly, even the store signs, they're hard to read. The words are swimming, shifting.
But we still need to find how to get into the dim proper.
Hey!
Just too difficult to focus.
Wexler? I think that guy is trying to get a hold of us.
Hey, you two.
The underguard. I reached into my jacket, my trusty 5-shooter sliding effortlessly into my palm. As the figure drew closer, I could make out his features more clearly. The yellow light of the sodium lamps danced across what looked to be an admittedly normal male, probably in his late 30s or early 40s. My grip tightened on the pistol. Regular bullets can put plenty of creeps down, but there's no telling if this one was merely wearing a vulnerable disguise. A good rule of thumb tended to be, the more human it looked, the more infused with magic it probably was. The harder to kill with mundane means. But sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes all it takes is catching them off balance before unloading whatever fuck you grade spell you have inked on your flesh, reducing them to rubble.
What do we do?
Get ready. He looks human, but his footsteps are far too heavy for his size. I don't know what he is. It's got a poison aura.
No, no, I think that's just marijuana?
Hey, I've been expecting you, Evan.
Expecting me? How do you know who I am?
I wish to speak, I do, but out here is not the best place. I've got a store that's safer, more private.
Not a step closer.
Revenons et nos moutons. I come to help, please. I know you have a weapon aimed at me.
Good eye.
Not so much, Sais. It is more that I have been told of you, your temperament.
What are you talking about?
Breath. I can help you get into the dim. You will need my help, Imagimancer, if you wish to travel safely. Please take a look around. Be my guest at Unholy Smokes. I have a customer I still need to tend to, though. I'll be with you shortly. Monsieur, thank you so much for waiting. Now, if you wish to buy...
Like I was saying, man, signs everywhere. They're here, man. Fucking here in Austin. The statesman won't cover it. Believe me, I've already tried sending in evidence. I got a cousin up in Redsboro, says he saw something inhuman chasing this naked tattoo guy. Like a giant fucking lizard.
This is the same Alm that went on an absinthe bender?
Listen, Mason, I'm telling you, man, it's all right underneath our nose. This whole technocratic Enlightenment era horseshit, it's crumbling, and it's crumbling because the world ain't a rational place to begin with. Take a heroic dose of shrooms, broski.
Oh?
Just take shrooms and DMT. You'll see what I mean. Wizards rule us. Fucking wizards.
Like Merlin?
Yes. No. Like black magicians. Like evil witches. That kind of shit. And there's creatures. Fucking creatures. They look like humans. They talk like humans. But underneath it, there's no mistaking it. They're wearing humanity like a fucking Halloween mask. Except in this case, the charade is year-round. Oh, sweet Jesus. I think there's one right there.
La femme? But she's just a lady.
Nah, bro. You see how she's tucked herself away in her hoodie?
It is cold outside, no?
Not that cold. Oh, God. The longer I look, the more I see. Her hand, man, it's got claws.
Do you have something to say?
What? Me? No.
You seem to have a lot on your mind. Beyond just the pot smoke. Should pay for your things and go?
Yes. You have some strange customers, sir.
Tell me about it. Here you go.
Thanks. You can keep the change.
You didn't have to intimidate my customer. Excuse-moi while I close the store. We're closed. See the sign? Closed. Ferme. Cerrado. Geschlossen.
Let me in. I need to buy a bong.
Madame, please vacate my storefront immediately.
Listen here, asshole. I'm paying customer.
No, madame, not tonight, you are not. Madame, please vacate my storefront immediately.
Let me in so I can buy a fucking bong.
I said go away! Now, Monsieur, Madame, we have some time to talk.
How'd you know we were out there?
You have a stink about you, sons of Finns.
Even the flock can tell what I am?
You don't look like any werewolf I've ever seen.
I get that a lot. Not really. I just wanted to say that. Are you going to launch into a monologue before you fight us?
What? No, I'm just a humble smoke shop proprietor.
Uh-huh. And I'm just a tattoo enthusiast.
Fine. Since I invited you in, it is only proper.
Mason made his way back to the cash register. He placed both hands on the glass counter. His pale Gaelic skin began to crack and flake off like paint chips, revealing solid stone underneath. The back of his shirt bulged with 2 humps, then joined his skin in splitting open. 2 massive wings protruded out and then wrapped around him. Gray horns the size of kitchen knives erupted from his forehead.
Mason Cracklow, at your service.
Wexler, he's a freaking gargoyle! That's so cool!
A stone creep running a stoner shop.
I've always appreciated the humor of it.
He seems nice for a creep.
I'm right here. That's rather racist, don't you think?
Considering most of you that I've run across eat people? No, I don't.
Sounds exactly like a racist's logic. Creep is offensive.
A creep with dignity? That's new.
Focus. What is this place?
This is Unholy Smokes, the finest smoke shop in Austin. We've got everything you need: posters, pipes, wraps, paraphernalia, with emphasis on the
We need access to the dim. You said you had it.
I could help.
Just like a Sir Mix-a-Lot song, there's always a big but.
But I'm an outstanding member of the menagerie. I keep to myself, don't overhunt the flock, and don't mess with the gloom more than I have to. Do you know what would happen to my reputation if word got out that I helped just any Imaginancer that strolled into my shop?
You invited us in. I know your head isn't so full of rocks that you already forgot.
Please, this is a safe place.
Yes, because nothing screams safe like an enclosed space full of quasi-legal goods tucked away from witnesses and ran by the second best friend of Quasimodo.
Again with the slanderous speech.
How about you start talking?
I invited you in, and this is the thanks I get?
Drop the act. Tell us why we're here, or you're going into the foundation of the next Chipotle they build here.
I have been around for more than a handful of centuries. I've seen the rhythms of history firsthand. And believe me, I haven't been around this long by pissing off the wrong people. I want to help.
I don't know you from Adam.
Okay, I don't want to help you, but I owe a friend a favor.
Who said we needed help?
Why else would an Imagimancer head into the dim? You have to be pretty desperate to come around these parts. What do you say, Imagimancer? Agree to meet my friend, and I'll grant you access to the dim, plus a little gift to boot.
And my partner?
The Wolf Sister is already one of us. She needs no protection from what she already is.
Finally, my condition is coming in handy for something other than turning faces into disassembled jigsaw puzzles.
Granted, she's got the curious stench of the Magi about her. Very curious. But she's free to come and go as she pleases. She is, after all, one touched by the gloom. You, not so much. You reek of the other.
The other?
The glimmer. The countervailing force to the gloom. It's why Imagimancy works at all.
You reek of the glimmer, Imagimancer. I can practically taste the energy on my tongue, saccharine sweet and bright.
I'll be sure to put some Old Spice on next time.
Wow. I don't think that's just his stone face, Wexler. I think you're literally just not that funny.
Come, let's talk in my office.
Despite my appearance, I'm still relatively new to the hidden side of things. Why does a gargoyle need to run a smoke shop?
Need to? I don't need to. I want to. Ah, come on.
Still, doing work when you could be, I don't know, brooding over a beautiful cathedral somewhere?
Please. I did that at Notre Dame for a good century or so. Fond memories. Then the French Revolution happened. Third time's the charm. Literally. Come in. Come in. Anyway, I don't know if it was the Jacobins or the Thermidors or whoever, but someone shot my hand while I was in the middle of an intense brooding sesh. I hauled stakes and left France after that, wanted abso-fucking-lutely nothing to do with straight-edge folks of any type, be they magi, flock, or creep. Ah, take a seat, any seat. Those beanbags are good. I don't have much use for them. The last two ripped open on my edges.
I'll stand.
Suit yourself. What about you, wolf lady?
Gotta say, it's pretty comfortable, Wexler.
So, anyway, after the carnage of La Revolution, I sought a more peaceful existence. Would anyone like to partake?
Yes, please.
No thanks. V, we're on the job.
Relax, Wexler. It'll help calm my nerves. Solomon said I needed to keep my emotions in check anyway. This'll just shave the edge off.
I can't believe this is my life.
Me either, forever. Ooh, that's some good shit. Here you go. So basically, that more peaceful existence entailed me searching for pretty much every mind-altering substance under the sun. A few centuries of experimentation, and well, I present to you the piece de la resistance, my humble slice of America's strangest city.
I suppose it was wise of you to link up with the menagerie.
Indeed, they're good folk. Ah, thanks, Cherie. But enough about me. Let's talk about you and what you want.
It sounds like this interested party should be the subject of conversation.
There'll be plenty of time for you to speak to our mutual friend.
Jesus, Wexler. You should see your face. It's stonier than his.
I don't like this in the least.
Suit yourself, Pharrell. We'll finish this and, gotta be careful with this particular strand, you know.
V, I'm not sure this is a good idea.
You're not seriously thinking about turning back now, right? We're right there.
I didn't like going into this with what little info we had.
And now we have more info.
And that info is from a mutual friend, which in this line of business often translates to hated enemy. Add on to that the fact that the Dim is a realm that's pretty solidly home field advantage for the creeps.
Creeps. Such an antiquated view of my community.
I've watched members of your community tear the flesh off of countless souls.
As if you're so above it. You cram your communities into cages in the name of civilization. You cram each other into cages in the name of safety. You cram the lesser beings of this planet into cages in the name of appetite. You cram yourselves into cages in the name of productivity. Before you took your first breath, I'd watched your kind for 300 years. Even then, I found you to be a vicious species.
I mean, where's the lie?
Yes. Mankind is a foolish species and we have much to learn from our collective mistakes and blah, blah, blah.
Come on, don't be a dick. We're in his shop.
This newfound respect for business is surprising, given you smashed a countertop in a motel lobby.
It was a franchise.
And hurled a man through a bar window.
It was an accident.
And helped me rip off an ATM for money.
It wasn't my idea.
And... oh, forget it. Mason, look, I take back what I've said. I know the members of the menagerie and other denizens of the gloom can't all be painted with the same broad stroke.
None.
But I'm curious to meet our mutual friend.
Well, you are in quite the predicament. Some magi may slip into the Dim, yes, but they are crafty and clever, and most importantly, not wearing those.
The tattoos.
The only time an Imagimantic tattoo comes off during a mission is when it's burned to supercharge a spell or it's peeled off the Imagimancer's corpse. We don't surrender them. We don't just take them off.
Wexler, you know this could be our ticket to finding out what happened to Michael.
And you can get us entrance into the dim?
It's not hard. I just flip off the lights and away we go.
Fine. I'll burn the tats. Give me a moment to touch the center of soul.
Can't you just burn them like regular?
Yeah. If you want my flicker flame tat to reduce this place to ashes, if I want to shed a tattoo without activating it, I have to tap into the center. Move over. Let me have the beanbag.
Whatever you say, boss.
I think you should
Go with the flow.
I didn't wait for her to finish the sentence. I tapped into the center, shaping my little corner of the mental world to my liking. Okay, let's take them off. Is that a good idea? Whether it's a good idea or not isn't the point. The point is that we need to get into the dim. The point is that we need to find out what happened to Michael. You sound obsessed. I'm not obsessed. An obsessed person would admit they're obsessed. They would deny it and continue to obsess. I'm not arguing with you. Me. Damn it. I'm doing this and you can't stop me. And if it's a trap, what then? That's what V is for. I would. Done. No going back now. Your funeral. Piss off.
That was flashy.
Don't start. Okay, Gargoyle. The tattoos are gone. What guarantee will I have that I'll be safe in the dim once we arrive?
Hang on. I know I got an extra one in here somewhere. Huh? When I get a rubber chicken? Might have been when I blew that guy's mind. I mean that literally. His head, just like that. Well, not just like that. It was less high-pitched and more wet mop slapping on tile mixed with a breaking sound akin to a sledgehammer smashing into a wooden beam. Absolute best tapestry ever of crystal nightstone. Most voluptuous gargoylette. You wouldn't believe the horniness of some peasants. Ah, God, can you blame them? She's got a pair of boulders on her.
Focus.
Right. Here we go.
It's an inner tube?
Not just.
You're fucking joking.
Not in the slightest.
Okay, why did the summer fun toy just start humming like that?
It's a magic circle. You made a magic circle out of an inner tube.
Correction. It's a magic circle when fully inflated. Otherwise, it's just a misshapen donut. Second correction, I didn't make this. I traded a Dark Sculptor Magi for it.
That's a new one.
Dark sculptors work with night and shadow. We haven't seen any in a while. I'm not exactly crazy about using a magi prop to navigate the dim.
Which is why we had to take the tattoos off of you. The gloom and the glimmer go together, about as well as a toilet made out of gunpowder and a man that shits fire.
Amazing.
Okay, just raise your arms.
Ugh, this thing makes my skin crawl.
Go into the dim without this bad boy and your skin will literally crawl off your bones and maybe eat you.
Yeah, I get it. What's in this for you again?
Our mutual friend got me out of a tight situation a while back. This should clear the debt. Ready to cross over?
Well, I'm ready. Show us the way to the dim.
Oh, it's as simple as 1, 2, 3.
Wexler, where the hell are we?
The last place I want to be.
The 100-Handed is a Madhouse radio production. Created and written by Tom Trest. Directed by Brooke Pillafont. Theme music by Ian Flores. Sound engineering by Tom Trest. Featuring the voice of Gage Richter as Evan Wexler, Brooke Pillafont as V, Mike Blackwell as Mason. Want to help a gargoyle get stoned? Find us online at 100handed. That's 100handed.com.